What's up? It's me, Mr. B, and we about to get crazy.
The gen rushing the shit out of me today, and I'll be on my best behavior.
Alright. I'm just doing this video on why I think I'm a consistent
Bad.
player.
When I
Won't talk over myself.
let people choose my killer. And my as long as they don't choose the nurse a lot, I'll be alright.
I'll let you listen into this a little. But I play, everybody knows sometimes I like to play with friends.
I'm like crazy.
And when I play with friends, people think, well, of course you're going 4K or you're going to do well, you're playing with friends, but that's really not the case. When I play with my friends, I usually don't try to kill everybody, usually.
My nurse is my weakest killer.
But the reason that I'm very consistent as a player is because I don't always try to wipe and tunnel and stuff. So usually there's 4 survivors on the board at all times I gotta keep track of and try to keep dominating, especially when I play with my friends. When I play with my friends, you gotta think about it. I go to them, and then if I see it's them, I just totally leave them alone. So that's one person always doing a generator, so I already have a time meter before they can get all generators done, and I can't do anything about it. So if all 4 players are on the board and they're constantly trying to get rid of me, then it makes it more difficult than to tunnel one person down. They die. That should have hit. Fucking stupid game. That happens so much with the nurse, by the way. But if all of them are always alive at all times, then you're definitely going to play better. I hate this game sometimes. That happens so often. With the pig and the nurse, it's the worst.
Game's pissing me off sometimes. Like
But yeah.
Missed, but I should hit because they're right in front of me. They do this little juke move that.
Shut up, fucking Mr. B. I'm trying to talk. But like I was saying before he rudely interrupted me, it's just way more difficult to battle against 4 people normally at all times. Like, I let people go a lot. You guys are aware of this. You see my videos. And when I don't let people go, they just bitch at me for some reason. Like, I'm the killer. What am I supposed to do? But you'll notice in this gameplay, I chose this one because I was playing with one of my friends, and I think I just smacked her in the back of the head. But I had the perfect game. This game was the perfect game. What I did was I hooked everybody twice before I killed anybody. So while I'm just running around, it is really difficult with 4 people constantly trying to get the fuck out, you know. There's always someone either on a generator or something, and I gotta keep the pressure on them to keep them from doing generators without killing them. That's a good way to practice, even if you're not playing with your friends. Keep everybody alive. You might get teabagged at the exit gate, but normally you won't if they know you're being, you know, nice and stuff like that. Normally they'll be respectful. Every once in a while you get that stupid troll. But if you keep everybody alive and you're constantly trying to stop them from doing your generators, and you're just keeping really good map presence, you're gonna be okay. Like, I stopped that chase. Who cares? Got her off the generator, right? But I found her again pretty shortly. Oh, this player's pretty good. You can tell by her movements and the way she's juking. But yeah, just keep your... I hate this game. Keep your map presence. Always try to have someone injured, hurt. I love Sloppy Butcher because that even gives you more. It only gives you 4 seconds, I believe. But that extra
Who's
4 seconds can
losing a
keep
lot
people
more
from
frequently, and the other one's winning.
healing themselves, and then it's like them running no mither without the no mither bonuses.
The
But
reason
this
why.
is really, really hard to do. This is probably the hardest thing to do, to try to give everybody a chance. She's on her second hook.
Scratch marks.
It's just, now this looks campy, but I'm not camping. I really did see scratch marks in my mind, I think. So I was just checking the area before I left.
Oh dear.
She's having trouble. I just heard someone drop down, so he's trying to get her. And they almost let her die. Look at that shit. Wow. I'll be pretty upset.
Oh, it's getting her.
And they got her. I see her. Easy kill. Only gotta hit her once. But, you know, she might have thought, oh, he didn't see me. But I seen her. So instead, I chose to go after this person because not only is it like good sportsmanship in a way, even though they're not going to take it easy on you, I know that, it's still good sportsmanship, and this is a challenge. I'm telling you, try it sometime. Try to play the way I do, and you might get owned a few games. You might not be so successful of just tunneling one person and killing them, but I guarantee you're not going to get near as much hate mail, and your gameplay is going to improve tremendously. You are going to become a straight up god. They got one generator done right now, and I don't really have barbecue and chili, so I can't tell you how many hooks I have. I got one person already on death hook. They haven't healed yet. See, they don't like to heal through sloppy butcher.
I'll be evil.
So this is why I'm really consistent, because I don't always go try hard, try to eliminate someone from the game. I just constantly apply map pressure, one person after the other. I'm not saying don't, the person that that you already got 2 hooks on, I'm not saying don't down them, because you gotta apply that map pressure and keep them from doing generators. That's fine to go after them, like I just did there, but I just left her. Fuck it. Now she has to get picked up, healed, and everything else, because now she's thinking, wow, that did not work to my advantage. I should have healed, because now it's like no mither. So now she's gonna take more time healing while I'm injuring them. Alright, she's picked up. Let's see if she gets a heal. I don't remember, but I'm guessing she's gonna get healed now, because that'd be annoying to just get one down every time. Oh, she didn't get picked up, but she will, I'm sure.
He's what?
Alright, she's picked up. Let's see if she actually lets the heal happen.
Die.
Because she
Snatch.
didn't before. Yeah, she did.
It's my professional look.
So now every time I hit her, she's gonna also want to see, I don't get the I think it's the frames per second why you can't hit them every time like you can on PC.
He is good. Never mind. My bad.
The frames per second are just so bad that you'll you'll swing and you'll be right behind them and you'll miss. That happens most though
Little bit, buddy.
with the nurse and with the pig. And the nurse is pretty upsetting. I would never main the nurse if I was you on console, because you don't have the frames per second to really keep an eye on targets. After you blink, it like takes so long to spin that you will probably fatigue before you get a chance to blink again. And then if you're holding it down, console players are smart. They'll just run towards you, and then you're going to blink past them. It's just, it's toxic as fuck. I mean, you can be successful with the nurse, but not as successful as you can. And you have to really practice. I mean, that means you're not going to be playing with other killers very often. You're going to have to mainly just play nurse to be good with nurse. Even on PC, I've seen a lot of really good nurse on PC, but they mainly just play the nurse, and that's boring to me. It's not Dead by Nurse, it's Dead by Daylight. I want to play with other killers. But if I'm focusing so much on just nurse, then it takes the fun out of it for me. And on console, she is just awful. She misses like a majority of her shots. If there's anything in the way, like she'll hit the wall or anything else other than the person. You can't really blink very successfully often. Not against good players. You're gonna get your ass kicked with the nurse against good players, no matter how good you are.
Get out here.
You don't have the frames per second to play the nurse and be consistently winning with her. That's what I hate with the nurse. Like, they can 360 like 3 times before we can 180 on PC. But this was the perfect game. So don't main the nurse. I wouldn't recommend her. If you do, well, that's a lot of, you got a lot of confidence. She's just no fun for me to constantly play. But when I do, I play pretty well with her when I consistently play with her, but still, it's really difficult. I'm not gonna lie. The nurse is so difficult on console because, and she's so good on PC, but on console it's like, it's not even the same game. You don't hit anything but her if you blink anywhere near anything. And look how much shit's around. Alright, everybody's been hooked twice. So now it's fair game.
There's a shock there, I wonder. Let's shock somebody.
Shut up, kitty. Kitty's an asshole.
Oh, yeah, too. They're gonna have to get off that hook there. Come off my hook there.
Alright, instead of tunneling him down, I went straight after the other. She had plenty of time to pip though. They all pipped. Good lord. I just the hit detection is just terrible too on this. On console, I think it's worse than PC. Like, why would I hit a wall with someone standing right next to me? It makes no sense to me. So you just gotta be careful who you main when you're on console, because the hit detection I think is far worse. The frames per second makes the hit detection even worse than that, because you'll be like, I'm sure people that constantly view my streams, especially that pig gameplay, that I was, you saw it a couple times here, I'm sure, but I swung, was directly right behind someone, and it like looked really glitchy, and I missed. I don't understand that. I really don't. So So if people's constantly 360 and fake 360ing
Fine with
on
me.
console, you gotta fully, like, the frames are so bad that
Fine
you
with
have
me.
to commit to the 360, or
Absolute.
but so if you commit to that 360, you're gonna miss a fake 360. So it's like a guessing game against really good jukers. Because if you don't commit to the
Fine with
360, you're
me.
gonna miss every time. You're not gonna spin fast enough.
You gonna try to get a flashlight saved, buddy? I think I wasn't.
Yeah. A lot of
You know
killers
where you
make rookie
was?
mistakes by just following that Nia
Watch that
around
bullshit.
and until they get her. She's
No, keep
injured now.
moving
She's
it.
not going to be doing generators, more than likely. Just go
Don't die.
after the cocksucker with the flashlight.
Fuck up.
It's really not that bad anymore. When the pallets were real bad, it was
Fuck
a
up.
terrible game. Like he would have been safe from that teleport. And teleporting just don't seem logical to me. It's not.
Bye bye
It wasn't
flashlight.
balanced, and I mean, in real life that wouldn't happen. You know, you gotta run past the pallet. I like the realism of this game. The more
Somebody
realistic it
fucking
is, the
listen to
better.
me.
Except for in Freddy's case, because if it was realistic and Freddy was actually in the game, he could do a lot more things.
Yeah, you can see it.
Although, his power comes from the entity, I know this, and the entity can give him whatever kind of powers they want.
You gotta open the door anyway, so.
So this gets boring. I'm just gonna fast forward the gameplay a little bit. It gets boring from here
Two
on out.
people. So,
I'm gonna let you see that I could have had a perfect game if I
yeah,
would have
I
hooked my
believe it.
friend.
Hello, you little boy. Oops. You can go ahead and do your Jenny now.
Snap out of it first. Freak. Not the first girl to tell you that either.
Not the last either. hmm They had enough time to the tip.
Damn, I got a merciless killer and someone escaped. That was a perfect game, by the way, I think. I think I got the perfect game.
Did you get double pin?
Oh my god. If I would have killed you, I would have had the perfect game. As they call it. Yep. I would have had 8,000 in all categories. I just missed out on